Guys, and today it is October 27th, 2015, which means today is the first day of the World Series in baseball. For some of you, October means fall, Halloween, pumpkin spice lattes. But for me, it stands for the postseason of baseball, the end of the baseball season. This is the time of the year where the best teams in the nation play each other to be able to be called the best for that current year. And today, the Mets are playing, I believe it is the Royals? I don't know. But the first game of the World Series is today if you are interested in watching. So, most likely everyone in here knows someone, lives with someone who watches the sport or who likes the sport. The sport is considered America's national pastime, but there is still a surprising majority of people who do not know the sport. I've been playing baseball since I was 3, so to me, the sport really means a lot to me, so that's why I want to share it with everyone here. In case you don't know, even if you know, maybe you'll learn something new. I believe learning about baseball will help you understand more about the sport. So first I will talk about baseball over the years. I will then talk about famous players, and then I will lastly follow up with 2 famous teams. So, what is baseball? To understand the sport, I'm going to talk about the history, and then I'm going to talk about how the game is played. According to MLB.com, baseball can be followed back to the 18th century. The game rapidly grew due to the use of sports columns in newspaper as well as the growth of radio. According to the U.S. Department of State in an article from 2006, majority of large cities on the eastern seaboard had their very own National League team. Due to contracts, owners held a really tight grasp on their very own players, though. But the MLB Players Association stated in an article from 2014 that yes, this was true until 1970, when the introduction of free agents came into the sport. A free agent is someone who is their own agent. So I'm a player, I'm my own agent. I could go wherever I want to play. This whole change of the game created a new bidding war for teams. When a team wants a certain player, they are going to try to pay him as much as they can to get him. These free agents changed the game into also a business now based on statistics. So, how is baseball played? Baseball is a game played between 2 teams of 9 players. Each team takes a turn at being a batting and fielding positions. When the team is batting, they have 3 outs. When you are at bat, you have 3 strikes. 3 strikes equals 1 out. If you hit the ball flies in the air and it's caught, you're out. If you hit the ball, they field the ball and throw it to the base you are running to before you get there, you are also out. 3 outs ends an inning. There are 9 innings in a game of baseball. Score is not relevant to it at all, unless it is tied, where innings are added. All right, now that you know the sport, let's move on to my second point. There have been some famous players throughout the sport, throughout the history of it actually, and I would like to talk today about 2 of them, Jackie Robinson and Babe Ruth. First, I will be talking about Babe Ruth. He is an American player for the New York Yankees, which is he's famous for, but he was actually first with the Boston Red Sox. As you can see, he had 22 seasons from 1914 through 1935 with a career total of 714 home runs, which at the time was the world record until recently, about 16 years ago. It was broken, sadly, but according to sports writer Tommy Holmes in an article for the Hall of Fame, actually, the Baseball Hall of Fame, Babe Ruth was known for his talent at bat and was considered to be one of the best players in the world. Also was one of the first of 5 people to be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Next slide. Jackie Robinson. He is very important to the game due to the fact that he was the first African American baseball player to play for the